Hello and welcome back to Thinking About Star Realms. In this video, we're going to be playing Chapter 1, Mission 5 of the campaign. As always, if you have any strategy tips or think that I made a wrong decision at any point, please put it in the comments. So, in this mission, we both started 50 life, but if you look at our starting deck, we get a blob fighter and a cutter. Two of the best start of the game cards in the game, while our opponent has three extra. It has three of its scouts replaced with explorers, so it has the very clear trade advantage. And with three scouts with this trade row, we have nothing. But still, we can get an explorer, we can get the Federation shuttle and hope it turns up something good. But with our opponent already having the trade advantage, and the only trade fed card we have is the cutter and nothing more in the trade row, we'll just pass on the shuttle and get an explorer. Just because the explorer is a very solid card early game, and we can scrap it for the 2 later, and maybe we can win the race to the machine base or the dreadnought. Otherwise, there's still like the patrol mech and the blob destroyer as solid mid-cost cards. Yep, allied drop the patrol mech. We have the cutter, yeah. So, battle pod is good. You know, the 4 damage and scrap card from the trade row is nice. Barter World is always a card I love, but the blob destroyer is very good, especially since we already have the blob fighter to ally it with. That should be the buy. Yeah, hit him with some damage. Yeah, the AI so far does have the advantage because it does have its trade advantage, but we do have the cutter now. Yeah. So, battle station's a solid buy. Just kind of sit out there and stop our opponent from doing little attack damage. It does have the battle pod that will be stopped by the battle station. Maybe the patrol mech. Well, the patrol mech does deal 5 damage, so it will destroy the battle station, but soak up all that damage. So I like that as a buy right now. Maybe I was hoping it would flip up something better. Sword deck doesn't really have a good strategy or path to victory. There are a lot of expensive cards on the market, so supply bot just for 2 trade and a bit of scrap might be, it's the best we can do. Sadly, it does make our deck better. I was hoping to do something a bit more aggressive, but it is what it is. Okay. The battle blobs come out. So, blob destroyed the blob fighter, just a draw. So we do have 4 trade, which gets us a space station. Solid 4 defense outpost, plus we can scrap it to get the battle blob or the dreadnought or the central office or something later. So grab that. AI is probably it's gonna have a ton of trade. So I want to get rid of the Dreadnought more than the Battle Claw. Just because I do feel the Dreadnought's a little bit better because it has the draw on its primary. And on the off chance that we can get the Battle Blob, it has the Blob draw, which we might have a chance to trigger. Central Office can also be destroyed, but I mean, we're kind of getting into the game, and it's just not as good as just pure damage that we get off the Dreadnought and Battle Blob. So destroy the Dreadnought. Exploding the Exploder is worth it right now. I mean, I don't think we want to be holding on to that trade any longer. Did get the Battle Blob. We have the Space Station, Battle Station. We do have the 3 scouts, which we can combo with the Space Station into the Central Office, but yeah, I mean, I don't really like it since we haven't made a big commitment into Trade Fed. The AI has a little bit. So both our decks have, have a few bases apiece, so there's a reasonable chance that the Embassy Yacht might get triggered. And 3 Authority is not the worst. Yeah, I'll take it. Then filling up my deck with some junky junk a little bit. Flip the cutter, my opponent. Happens. Ooh, Stealth Needle came out. One of the best cards in the mid to late game. Grab the Scout. And let's grab that Space Needle. That's what I meant to play. Star Block Fighter. What we want to scrap from the trade row. I'll take the trading post just because it's the little bit of outpost defense it provides might be a little annoying. And maybe we can grab something good with our 2 trade. One short for the Ram. Not well. Still. We're at 54, our opponent's at 19, so we're not doing bad. I just don't feel like our deck is coming together into anything. But hey, a big ball of damage is still a solid strategy. So maybe big ball of damage should just steamroll the enemy. Darn it, had enough to destroy a base. Okay. With as bad as our deck is, their cycling station is good, since we haven't thinned anything, but we still have good cards. Ram is good, but the acceleration off for cycling station is just something our deck really needs, while the Ram is the damage on the Ram is a luxury, I guess. Yeah, I think that is game. see, we copy the blob destroyer, that'll be 12, 14. Huh. What else do we have? 2 scouts. Cutter, that will be 8. Oh. Let's see. Sorry, just kind of mapping it out here. This ally is going to be activated. This ally is also going to be activated. Yeah, copying the cutter is the better play here, just because it's going to give us net 8 damage, because we'll get the ally on this cutter plus that one. Yeah, I think we can win. I think we could have also won copying the Bob Destroyer. I think I miscounted there. I think we want to scrap from the row. Cutter. Copy it. By the way, like, the cutter is one of the best cards to copy in the game, just because, you know, it gives you 4 authority, 2 trade, and you get the 4 combat ally ability. I mean, the cutter gives you a bit of everything you want. I mean, no, I think it needs a trade and a scrap on its primary ability, just because it's just not powerful enough. But yeah, that's GG. So, thank you for watching. If you see a play I missed, put it in the comments. If you like the content I produce, or think you can do better, record your own videos. Bye.